Now you can write in chat box that what you want to learn. Basically, I will start from the scratch so that if you are fresh, even then you should able to understand it. That's what we will try to do the things. And if you need any help, I will try to keep an eye on chat box. So you can type in the chat of YouTube live there so that I can. Jitendra Shah is there, Aman Kumar is there, audience is very less. So what should I do? Should I start or should I wait for some time? Right, so dear students, to work the way we have recommended, that we convey that you should not install any software to get started with C. That does not mean you don't require anything. What we propose that you connect to a remote server which is at GNDC campus. From there, things should be there so that you can start quickly. Then only requirement is, rather than installing C compiler on your computer, now you need to install a software which will allow you to access the server. And that depends on whether you are using mobile, desktop, or what operating system. So you need to find a way to connect to the remote server. And I believe by this time you can do that. Most of the time it is Mosh software which you need to use. Mosh will allow you as a Chrome add-on. So install in Chrome add-on Mosh, with which you can connect to the remote server. Now I have connected to the remote server. You can see that screen is there. Once you are connected to remote server, you will get this screen where you can interact with the computer. Now you can use limited mouse, but mainly you will use the keyboard. And every one of you should know how to use effectively keyboard. Now you can type commands like ls to see what is the listing. Ls stand for list. It gives you the list of files including folders on remote server in your area. And to find in your area, you can use print working directory. You work in some directory all the time. So when you log in, there is a area allocated for you, for every user, and that is known as the user's home. This is your home. Like my home is HSRI under home. Home contain home for every user, and most probably your username or your class roll number will be your home where you do. At any time you can press CD and press enter. It will drop you in your home. So CD change directory, if you don't write anything, otherwise we will write where you want to change your directory. And if you don't write anything, that means it take that you want to go to your home. So that home will be print working directory. It is home HSRI. And what we suggested that you need to work in a folder, in a directory which is a public underscore HTML. So you can change directory to that. PU press tab. So once we work on a keyboard, that does not mean that we type lot many things. No, we type not too much. We type very less. Things will be completed automatically. So like I say, if I just type P and press tab, it completes public underscore HTML. That means if it is a uniquely defined, if it does not uniquely define, if I say CD and press tab, it don't complete. Then I need to press tab second time. It gives me the option. It say you have so many options what you want to do. So I need to type first few character which can filter further. Like if I press here, if I say a W. So with W, it when I press tab, it print 3 W's. After that it stops, because then if I press tab again, it give me the option. Now we have only 2 options, www and www1. So that means I can filter. Just you need to know what is the starting character. You type a few characters, then press tab. It will give you much less options, and if it is a unique, then it will complete automatically. So if I type P and press tab, it is a unique at the moment. There is no other folder which is starting with P, so it complete, and that you press enter, you will go to public underscore HTML. Now if I print working directory pwd, print working directory, so you are working in a public underscore HTML, which is a directory under directory hsri. hsri is a directory under folder under the directory home, and home is under slash. So that forward slash is known as the root. So everything on this computer will start from that first slash, that is a root. Root will have few directories, and if you want to go there, cd forward slash, now I am in the root, present working directory, you are in the root. What is there? So you can find these are the files there, including folder. I can see only folders by giving certain option to ls command. It says only directories, -d mean only directories, star mean any name, and this mean it will only, slash mean only give me the folders, not the subcontent of the folder. So these are the directories in root, and you can find there is one home, so home is one, and there are other bin, boot, so we need not to know about that. So just go to home, then I can go to, or from directly cd home, there you can find ls. So many users are there. Again I can go to root, then I press cd, I will be dropped into my home folder, home hsri. What you can work here, right? There are few folders, ls-d star slash, these are the folders. So I say whatever is there in public underscore HTML, what would actually under that will be publicly available. Hello. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਜਗਦੀਪ ਨਾਲ ਡਿਸਕਸ ਕਰ ਲਓ, ਫਿਰ ਮੈਂ ਨਾ ਕਰ ਹਾਂ कंट्रोलर, सिस्टम कंट्रोलर, ठीक है। Right, so these are the folders, and whatever you work in public underscore HTML, it become your website. So that's why we will want to show our work to your teachers. to your colleagues, so we will work under public underscore HTML. So go to CD, change directory to P tab, you go to public underscore HTML and we will work there, right? I will issue the instructions that how you will work in for your lab report, right? So lab report will be written here only in a soft form, and for that you just wait for the instructions. Everything will be there. Whatever you do the programming, it will generate a report with a much simple process. You need not to write. So this is the things for today's session. I will make a folder which we call special lecture 1 SL1 and make directory mkdir. See, these are the instructions which you need not to remember at all, right? You need to find what you want to do. If you want to make directory, then what instruction you would like to give to your subordinate? Make directory. Let us say you want to have lunch, make lunch. So here you want to make directory, so that command should be make directory. So make directory to typeless has been abbreviated in an intuitive manner that it is mkdir. So you can create a directory, you can create a folder with the command mkdir space then name of the directory. So if it exists, it says sorry, I cannot create, it already exists, otherwise it will create the folder, that directory. And once it's created, you can move to that with a change directory. From the current directory you want to go to some other directory, so that you type capital S, press tab. So there's only one with capital S, so it completes automatically. I press tab key there, so I go to, so you can write here print working directory just to see where you are. I am in the folder SL1 which is under public underscore HTML, which is under my username HSRI, which is my home, right? So now let us start with creating your first program. To create the first program, as such, you can use any editor, right? In a text editor, you can type your program. Program will be a predefined, by using the predefined rules, you need to write whatever you want to do, most probably some scientific calculation. You want to solve, you want to inverse the matrix, you want to multiply the matrix, you want to calculate stresses, strain, you want to classify phases, you want to calculate the interest or depreciation over the inventory you are having. So whatever you wanted to do, you know, and for that you need some calculation. So it will be a sophisticated calculator. It can do a lot of things for you. So whatever you have the problem which can be solved with the computer, for that we can write the C program. So we are working the C, and for that you need a software compiler which will convert whatever you type into in a language which is known as a machine language, which is basically a machine which computer can understand, right? So and we will manage our project with a utility called xmake. So to create a new project, right, I will call here FIRST. So this is my first project, so I would like to give name first. You can give any name. So this is a first. We don't develop program in many program in one folder. For every program we will allocate a separate folder. That is a nice way of working. It is a good management. So if that is a good management, so we are making a very good tool which do that thing. Till now I have not given you the direct way to compile the things. I am compiling through the utility which is xmake. Xmake is a utility with which you can create projects, and then with this you will compile, and with this you will execute the programs, and with this if you need a rise you will debug, and then you will install with this help. We will develop program, then ultimately those programs are installed somewhere, so that everything will be taken care by the xmake. Now what does this command mean? This command this we will find from the xmake utility. They tell how to install. This is not normally available on all the computers, so you need to, if you want to use it on your computer, you need to install it. So find out on the internet xmake, probably its website is xmake.io. It will give you the instruction how to download or install it. Once it is available, then this is how you will create the, and I say don't install it, we have installed it for you, just use it. Just you need to connect to this computer, and then you need to make use of this utility available on this computer. We name is xmake. Now this command is to create a project, so that's why create second word here is xmake create, right? Then you need to tell it can create many projects in many computer languages. So I need to tell that my project is in which language. So -L stand for language. I want to tell it this my project will be in C language. So I say -L stand for language, then space, we need to tell the language. Here it is C language. So write there C, then space. Then I want to tell what name I would like to give to my project. I would like to give name first to my project. So this you can write it. Then when you type 3-4 times this command, you without cramming it, you will learn this. You will learn by doing the things. So xmake create -L to tell which language, then I need to tell the language is a C language, and first is a name of the my project. So you can give any name, you can give it my first C program, but whatever you type, your file name, your directory name, folder name, that is your project name, there should not be space or special character in that. It is a good practice, please don't use that. So if I say my first project C, then I will write like this, my first C project. So you can write this. So there should not be space, or if you want to do that, and even if that is not required, you can do like this, my first C project, right? So, or I can write exercise 1. So whatever name you want to, in fact name should be relevant. So this is, let us say this is just first practice, or if it is a standard program, the first program is normally a hello world program. So I will type this hello project. So this just to introduce, say hello to C computer programming learning. So you can give the name, whether it's a first, hello, my project, whatever it is, no space, no special character, give one word name, right? So please note down this. If you are finding you cannot, I just don't cram it, just write it. Then you create 4 projects today after this lecture, then it will be remembered to you. Once you are able to issue command on this, right? So I will not issue this command. I can cancel this command by pressing C. That means this command is not executed. This project has not been created. You can see ls, nothing is there. This is blank. All right? Nothing is there. So once you have issued a command, then next time if you want to execute the command, you need not to type it, right? If it's an immediate previous command, you can press up arrow. So ls is the previous command. Previous to that was print working directory. So like up arrow, down arrow key can bring me the previous commands. What if command is not just nearby, not first, second, third, previously you did, it was maybe 20 or 15 and you don't remember, and even for 15 time pressing up is bad. So what you can do the searching. You can search from the history of your commands by pressing by pressing Control R. Control R is a reverse search. Latest command will be search first, right? And now you need to type something which in your command is a unique, right? So I can say minus. So with minus, it's with latest command I use is the D. What I want to press L. So if I say X make minus L, it means I want to make use of X make, where I give the language as a specified language. So I press minus L. It give me the what I need. So but it will only come if you have issued command. It is from your history. So it is from your history. It says which command you have. I created tank project with this command, right? So now I will not say command. So I can use arrow key, right, left to edit this. So rather than here tank, now I can work very quickly. So I Control R. With this I search in a reverse way and give something which is a unique in my command, which I could get with minus L, and then I edited that command. If some commands does not accept any argument, so then you can press enter, it will be executed. Here I want to change the name of the project, so I will call it FIRST first. So that's what I want to, how you will create the project. Press enter. So when you do that, it will say create first. Then it say what has been created. Few things we will ignore, right? The most important thing is src/main.c. So it has created a main.c in a folder src, right? I can see tree space dot. So that's what is the tree of the structure from the current folder. Dot is a current folder. From the current folder, then there is a first folder created. From that first folder, there is a file xmake.lua, and src folder is created in that main dot. So this is an organization. It has two directories, two folders, right? So this is the work done by the xmake. It created a project for me that is in C. So that means main.c is a C program, and I suggest you use nano text editor to type your program or to edit your program, right? So before that, I will ls, so that first folder is there. I need to go to folder first. So I type cd space f tab, right? This command is cd first, press enter. Now I am in first folder. There you can press ls to see there is a xmake.lua and there is a src folder. We will do things from this folder, right? And from here you type editor nano to launch the editor. Then my source file is in a folder src, which stands for source. All my source files, which you create as tab, another tab. So it say, what does it mean? Open the file main.c, which is in a folder src. So you need to give the path. Directly I cannot say main.c. I need to tell in which Elmira that article is there. So from the current folder, I can access src, and main.c is in src. So I need to give this path, right? So I say nano, use text editor nano, which is already there installed on this server. You are working on server, space src slash main.c, right? So that's how you will create a new file if main.c is not there. So right, see, good thing is when I type this, press tab, if it automatically completed means this file is there, right? Otherwise it won't complete automatically. So press enter to open this in a nano editor. So it say hash include space within angle brackets, that is less than equal to, these are the brackets of the shape angle, stdio.h is written, right? So this is the normally first program which almost you find in any tutorial on any website or in any textbook, right? I will make it simpler for you. So first line is must, and here std stand for standard, I stand for input output, and I will type here with double slash, that means comment standard standard input output header file. See, if something is not clear at the moment, just accept it. Now, what is header file? Anything which having the extension .h. .h stands for header. It is a header file. What is there in the header file? We will come to see, right? So in header file, we declare lot many things. We declare functions. Functions are declared there. So we need that information on the basis of whatever we are using here. In this, we are using the printf. So that is a function which is used to printf. I will say I will not use printf, it will use later. I will use puts, right? So that's something which we change. So that's what we modify it. So this is a header file. So printf is known to you. Either you are using printf or you are using puts or puts, and here I will write void. So that I simplified whatever was written earlier, and from the next time I will not delete that, right? So I make this. So first line say hash include, these are the directives. It say include a file stdio.h. This file is available on this computer, and angle brackets mean system should be knowing, compiler is knowing from where to locate this file. We have told him certain location. Whenever you need to find, to try to find a location from those location file. So it will locate from the standard locations and it will find the file, right? So it will say pick up from this standard location a header file with the name stdio.h and include it here. It will be as good as you type the whole thing in that file here. But rather than typing again and again, we have typed something standard stored in a standard location and we can include it. It makes my program much smaller, right? So we will include many such files. Normally this file is must wherever input output. We use any input output function like puts. Puts stands for put string. You want to put string. String is a collection of characters, words, sentence. So like here hello world is a string. So that string will put on the screen on the standard output device. So it will put string on a standard output device. So this is an output function. And whenever printf is also output function, which stands for formatted print. So that make a lot of formatted and built it design. You can design output in a nice way with a PutS, with a printf. PutS is a simpler. Here just you can type one thing, one line, one string on, right? You use PutS, then every line will be on in every printed characters will be on a new line. So here this program is to write hello world on the screen. And why hello world? We will change this. Rather than hello world, we will say, so string should be within double quote, right? You type double quotes, that is a place for the string. We can say Sat Shri Akal. So it should be like Sat Shri Akal. So you can type this greeting, hello world is okay, good morning is also okay, whatever you want to type, namaskar you can type here. So this is a string. Here Sat Shri Akal is a string, within double quote is a string, right? And this thing is within a round brackets, right? So anything which is having round brackets on right of that, like here put s. So put s is a function, right? A function will have round brackets after its name, and that name is we call the identifiers. Now put s is a identifier, put s is a function name. An identifier can be just a variable name if it does not have the round brackets to the right of this. And within a round bracket, we can give input to the function. Now here input is the string, Sat Shri Akal. So likewise, here is another function main. So main is a function. Within this, its argument. So input to the function is called the argument, right? Arguments in round brackets. So arguments are in round brackets. So Sat Shri Akal is a argument which is a string for PutS. For main, its argument is nothing, void. See, PutS is a function, main is a function. Every C program will have a main function. When you compile it, compile mean when you convert this program into machine language, whatever you are seeing on the screen, this is the source program which you and me can easily understand. Mind it, this is just a similar to English, right? With a certain rules and grammar you need to follow, but after some practice you will able to understand, okay, what does it mean, whatever I type, you will able to understand it if you are not able to understand now, right? So when I convert into machine language and when computer execute it, then main is a function which is a starting point. So your execution of your program, running of your program will start from the main. So main is a function which will be executed first. So all other functions or processes will be held within the main function. So like main function will have some input. In this case there is a void which we have changed. There was earlier something there. So in this case void, no input to main function, but it will have a output. That output of the type integer, that is a first integer indicated in a green color. So that means main function is having the output, right? It will give output to someone who call this function, who execute this program, right? So it will return that. and that's what we accept. It takes some input, then it process any function will process that, and then it may return or it may not return. Normally it should return, and that return is an output. That is output of the function. So this function will return of the type a value which is of the type integer represented by I and t, and that return is here return 0. So this is return 0. 0 is being returned, so 0 is integer, so this integer, this type matches with whatever you are returning here. So put a string on an output device, which will be a screen in our case. Put s is a function. So like in mathematics, you have y equal to fx, right? Fx is a function. Why this is a function? F is a function of x, which become the argument. So this argument is within a round brackets. So very much is similar. So like here y is a variable. It's a variable. F is a function. So likewise, if here put s is function, main is a function. So any name, any identifier in C, and to right of that there is a pair of round bracket, that is a function. Otherwise it is a variable. These are identifier. Name given to variable or a function is a identifier. We identify a function or a variable with the identifiers like names given to you and me. So we have two function in this. One is main, other is put. Put does not return anything, right? It has no output. So it just take input, and its purpose is to display it on the screen. Here it will not returning anything, or even if return, I am not taking advantage of that. Just I am using put s. If I write something equal to, that means I am taking the value of that return. So here I am using put s to print Sat Shri Akal on the screen. That's all. If you want to change it, you can change it. You can write it good afternoon, or you can write namaskar, and that's what, right? So this is our first program. I repeat it again now. Hash include, there are some pre-compiler directives that before compilation these will act. It will bring file stdio.h from the system, from this computer, and it will bring this file here. Alright, so it is as good as typing stdio.h, but this is much clean and simpler. Just by using an include, you are bringing here. So I need to know that I am using the functions like put s depending upon my need, and having the knowledge about the C, that for put s function, which is a input output function, I need standard input output header file. So that you will learn with a passage of time which header file is required for which function. Then every C program will have a main function. Main function will return I and t integer to the main program. And here 0 means successful execution of the program, and if it is anything other than 0, that may be some error code to find out the issue with the program. So it if encounters some error, it will can communicate to the calling program that I have not been executed successfully, and this is the error code. Then you investigate why things has not been done properly. So that's how we will take, right? So this is a function, and anything with double slash like this is a comment. So anything after this is a comment. That means it is only for you and me to understand the program. So you need to write very good comments in. So I can write here comment program y name of the developer, right? And you can also write comment in the form like this. So difference between double slash comment is you can type that comment in the beginning of the line or after the line. Like here, this is not the comment, right? Comment starts from this location, double slash, and here comment start from the first, and this thing will be ignored by the compiler. Compiler is not going to read this, it will. And this is a comment which is a multi-line. So this comment, the moment you press enter here, this comment is over, right? What here, comment with slash asterisk or star and star pair. So first is slash star, then star slash, whatever you type in between this, it will be multi-line comment. So multi-line comments can be made like this, right? So this is a multi-line comment. So you should write sufficient comments in your program to make understanding clear, right? So these comments are for you and me, just to explain the program, or even for the developer to recall or to remember what is going on, so that you need not to spend a lot of time when you read the program later. I read the chat. See, number of users are not sufficient. There are only about 10 users, and someone is asking question about, Aman Kumar is asking, which command is used to rename a directory? Okay, I will just answer to it. Sir, how we will know that where we have to use put test and printf function? Okay, I will make it clear, right? So not now. Let us first play with printf and puts. Then after some uses, things will be much clear to you, and I will help you to make it clear. And rename, you can use the command move command, mv. So you can say move from A to B. That means you are renaming file from A to B. So mv command will be used, move command mv, to rename. So include stdio dot. It depends on what functions you are using in your program. We are using put test. If you are using put test printf, we will use stdio.h. These are the output function. And if you are using some function to read the input like scanf, again we are to use it. So because every program will have some input output operation, so this file, header file, has to be there in every program, right? So every program will have, I type here, right? When you type, you will type like this, integer main. So this is a function, enter. So that's how I will type. When I type init main, so this is a function. So in between, now I will write the argument. In our case, there is nothing input, so this is a void. Without void it will work. It is a good practice to write their void. I have not forgotten to type something here. I know it is a void. It does not accept any input, so that's why it is void, right? So we will write like this, and then tab return 0. So that's how I will start doing the things, and then I will write printf or puts, right? So every C statement will have a semicolon at the end. You can see puts, then you need to have this pair which will accept the arguments, then it will have the semicolon. return 0 semicolon. So every valid C statement will be terminated with the semicolon. So don't forget, just like in English you type full stop, and in C full stop is semicolon. And here you can write the string with double quote, within double quote string in number of characters. So that was how you type. I will delete this. So these are the extra things which I just want to explain you. This is a program, right? Now a few comments are written. I introduce single line command with starts with double hash, and it can be at the end of some C statement, right? So you can explain what does it mean. So here after some C keywords I type what does it mean. So comments start from here. Here start from the first character of line, and this is a multi-line. It starts with slash star and with star slash. In between you can type as many comments as you like, and you can beautify it, right? So normally person beautify, you make a window, so make indentation and windows, and here they type like this, right? And then make a box, top row, right row. So if you wish you can make it beautify. So it does not mean that this is a comment, in between this is a comment, and you can type here any other character if you wish like this. That's your style, right? So this is, we start with a main function. So write integer main void if it does not accept any input. Then this is the body of the function. Body of the function is between this curly brace and this curly brace. So this is the body of the function, right? Now puts is a function which have argument. Within this you are writing what you want to print on the screen within double quote, and string string between double quote, right? Return, it indicates successful termination of the program. 0 means successful. So you have typed your program or you have edited your program. Now you can look at the bottom. We are using nano editor. You need not to remember anything. At the bottom you can see exit. Now you want to exit from this program. So press Ctrl X. It says save modified buffer. Answer no will discard changes, because we have made the changes and you are exiting the program. It gives you the warning that you are going to exit from the program, and if you want to save the changes, press yes. If you press no, answering no will be discard the changes. You will lose your changes. If you did some mistake, you don't want to save it, then press N. Otherwise press Y. You can press lowercase, uppercase, it hardly matters. Then it gives you the chance to rename the file. Whatever is the name, it typed there. It is src's. In src folder, file name is main.c. You can rename it. It means you can have the old file and this new file is saved with the new name. If you want to overwrite, just press enter. Right? So you can use cat command to see the content. Give file name with path. Cat stands for concatenate. It is used to concatenate. It means to put one file after the other. That's concatenation. And you can say to merge the files, to add the files. That's what is used. But same thing can be misused just to see the content. I am not concatenating, just I am if you give two file names, they will be concatenated. Single file, it just display the content. So this is the content of the file, right? So cat src main.c, this is a program by hsri. Few comments just for demonstration purpose, then hash include stdio.h. Then we have a main function, right, which returns 0 and uses the single statement with a put s function which say good afternoon. Now you have written this program. That's how you will write your first program. Now you need to compile it. See, this program is good for you. This is an input to the compiler. So compiler will convert this into machine language. Then only then you can execute on a computer. Otherwise this program cannot be executed. So to compile it with the xmake utility, you are to just write xmake, right? So it will do something, right? Xmake, it's a checking for the architecture. So it's a C cache compiling dot release src dot main dot c. So that means it is compiling the main dot c. Then it is a linking, and these are the compilation process. Don't worry about this. We will maybe after a week or so we will touch on the detailed compilation. And it's a build. Okay, so our program from the source program has been converted into machine language, right? Where it is, I need not to know, because we are taking a simpler approach. So we use the xmake utility to generate a program for me, right? Hello world program was created, we modify that. So something was there. Then we built the program. Build program is a compiling and linking, everything done to make it executable. That is there. Then to execute, I will write up arrow, then space and type run. So xmake without any other argument is to compile, and then to run it, xmake run. So it will execute it. It's a good afternoon. That's what is the purpose of this program. When I execute this program, this is a developer's way of working. You are compiling, developing. This is not a normal way of executing the program. That will be different. So this is during the development stage. I am using xmake utility to run it. So when you run it, it's a good afternoon, right? So that is with the use of put s, put string, that is an output function. Now let us type a few more, expand this program, so that I could give the answer to Aman Kamas that where to use put s and where to use print s. If you want to know any question, please do write in chat box. After some time I will keep reading, and if I find it deserve answer, I will answer. Otherwise then you can ask further question in the discussion forum. So again you can control R to reverse search. Press N. A, I am try to type nano. So just with two character NA, I could get the previous command nano space src main.c, and that's where I want to go, right? So I will edit this program now, right? So I want to make few more put s tab say I am deleting this to make the uniformity. Put here tab, and then I will move cursor to back, press enter, and then tab. So tab can be different for different setting. So put as, so let us having a few more put as to see what is going on. So I will keep put as second nothing, and here I will write dear students, and let us see what compilation will give to me. Will it throw some error or it will compile it, right? I put two more put as, one with string dear student, other with nothing. Control X to save it, Y yes, enter, and then I need to X make enter, right? Now it say put as, right? So it is saying that error src main.c 15.2 in line number 15, it means line number 15 there is error. Too few arguments to function put as. It say it is expecting one argument, right? That argument is not given there, right? So you need to up arrow, go to editor, and then you need to make, to satisfy this rule, it has to be a string here. So that string is there, right? It may be empty. I say nothing is there. It's okay. Save it. Yes. Enter. Then X make. Undefined reference to put, where right, so it say there is something which is not defined, put. See, this is a spelling mistake. So I again go to editor, and then I say it was put, right? It should be put as, and control X to exit, yes to save it, enter to confirm the name, up arrow to compile, X make is there. So X make, no, everything is fine. So please don't afraid from the errors you are getting. Compilation will help you to remove the errors. Like first, I have not given the argument to the put as while it is expecting the argument, right? Of the type, it should ask for the string, array of character, right? So it need to give a string. That was not there. The first other error was, instead of put s, I missed s and typed only put. So for it was put, it was a new function which has not been defined. So it say you did use something which is, it does not know undefined things. So once I make these corrections, now you can run it. Control R space R. So it is run. X make run. So it say good afternoon. One line blank is there. Then dear students, right? So good afternoon, dear student. Why does it come? First line, good afternoon. You can read on the top of the, that is a what we will show, good afternoon. Then it will type nothing in the second line. So what does it mean? Every put as will type in its own line, right? It will type in its own line. And here it looks me better. It looks me good. Let us see if I replace put test with the printf, what will happen. Kindly keep in your memory its output. I run it again. So this is the output. Good afternoon in a new line starting with the first column, then one line blank, then another line dear students, then my command prompt hsri@ubuntu on a new. Now I will say Control R NA nano to bring the editor nano space src/main.c to edit it. Now I will remove these comments. Control K is to remove the lines. So I am removing the unnecessary comments to make it more concise and readable. And what I will do, instead of this, I will use printf. Printf. Fine. So printf rather than I just replaced puts with the printf. And let us see what will be the effect of this. Save it. Y for yes, enter to confirm the name, then up arrow, up arrow, up arrow 3 times F to bring the xmake, then Control R you run, xmake run. So that's the output. Just see, I say xmake run, enter. It write good afternoon, dear students. Just adjoining to that, there is no blank line in between, right? D is just next to the sign of explanation. Then students, then hsri@ubuntu is again in the same line. So everything is in the same line. What does it mean? It means puts automatically bring next line to a new line. That means it is simulating pressing of the return or enter whatever you type in puts. While in printf it is not so. So you need to write a new line character at the end of the printf. So if I want to make it similar to the previous one, then you need to do in editor, I need to write here /n. Now /n is equivalent to pressing enter or return. It is making a new line. So dear student, enter or return, bring cursor to next line, /n, right? /n with slash, basically it's a backslash, right? This command is /n, backslash, and then some character. These are the escape sequences. So they behave not normally, right? It will not print /n. These are the compilers, convey to the compiler that it to escape the routine action. They are the special. So /n mean new line. So it will go to the new line. So now this printf version and the previous puts will be similar. So puts will don't require this /n there. What printf is required. So I am saving it. Yes, enter. Then xmake, then space R to run it. So it is exactly same which used with the puts. So that's the one difference. It means you need to put /n. White /n is not required in puts. No. That means now why to use 3 times printf? Why to do free printf, right? So I will remove unnecessary things say comment I am removing at the moment. So if I need to type this, my output will be the remain same. Why I should write 3 times printf? That's not a right approach, bro. So what I will do, I will remove this. Alright. Then I will remove this also. So whatever is before the double quote and after the double quote is removed. Now this is one printf. Within double quote I have good morning 2/n. It means one bring to next line, then other /n will keep one line blank. Then dear student and another end at the line. So this will give me the identical output. Print looks everything okay. Control X. Yes, enter. X make run. Identical output, right? So we will spend few more minutes, then we will wind up for today's special lecture, and after getting your feedback I will decide that how many more extra lectures to be taken and when. So your input will be, your feedback will decide future course. So again, Control R N A nano to. So if this is the case, and now if I want to show this, the way it should look almost similar to that, I can make these things, I can put here slash, right, then press enter, right, and then I will make here slash and enter, slash here enter, right. So what does it mean? If I type this slash, it means treat next line as it is typed in the previous. So in continuation. So next line should be treated as a continuous. So rather than typing here long on this line, I can terminate it and bring to the next with this slash. So this is equivalent to this, right? So if I type good just after double quote, it is same thing. For computer it won't be different. So a slash at the end mean next line should be treated as typed. So it will look like this is good afternoon, then new line, right? Then I say I can type here what I want to make it some readable. So I will make here slash. So next line, this is a blank line continuation. So I there typed in a single line what here after every slash n I am putting a slash and enter to show in some good way. So its output will be also exactly the same. The typing in the printf is not so much readable because slash n is there, right? So these are the, you can see the symbols codes used to convey special meaning. So that's why it makes its reading somewhat difficult. The moment you understand what does it mean, then you can compile yourself in your brain and find out what does it mean. So I am saving it, Control X, yes, Y, enter to confirm name, then X make to compile it, then X make run. So exactly the same. So now even I can, instead of printf, I can also use the puts. That will also make the same. So here you find there won't be any difference. So if I use here now puts, right? So only thing is, even I can skip this /n because one /n will be one /n will be extra. So if I want to same, I need to remove this /n, or you can notice that there's an extra blank in the after dear students. Control X, save it, yes, enter, compile it, run it. So you can see one extra space. That is a difference. Otherwise things are almost the same. Okay, now just 5 minutes more, that will make your first lecture to start with a little more interesting. So we will now use the printf. print, right? And wherever required, we will make use of right, printf. It can have more arguments. And now we'll start dealing with the numbers. That's where engineers and scientists they are. So we can here use variables like integer x, y, right? So this is how we can define two variables x and y which are of the type integer. So x comma y you can type if more required, z. So these are the variables. X, y, z are known as the identifiers. There is no round brackets after name, so these are the variables, not the function. So of the type integers, right? Other things can be float. Let us say a comma b, right? So these are the variables. Float have the fractional part, right? So one way is, after this you can also initialize its value. X is 1, y is 2, right? And z is not initialized. This giving the value known as the initialization. So I have declare variable x and initialize 1. Declare y in a same, or even you can do in a separate, right? So rather than defining here, I can make it a new integer y, right? And then I can say y is equal to 2. Initializer and defining variable can be separate. More than one variable can be declared in a same line. So these are the things. X is 1, z is not initialized as the movement, a can be 3.4, right? B can be something different. So when you do here, I can do some calculation, right? Whatever you want to do, like multiplication, addition, subtraction, you can do that. So let us say z is equal to x plus y, right? And b is equal to 3 times a. Now you remember what will be the answer. So write x and y y is 2, so it should be 3. So it should be 3, and once it is multiplied by 3 value of the a, so it should be 10.2. So that should be the answer. So we can type these answers here in the form of z, comma b, right? So I will say printf within a double quote. It will be containing information. What will be a text, like we have a performer, a form, where you have fill in blanks. We will write text and fill in blank, and fill in blank will be what? Value of the z and value of the b. So those values will be supplied by z and b, which will be like here performer you will find here. See, you can say I have, so let us say z represent shirts I have. So here we need to fill something, shirts. So I have 3 shirts, that's what is the meaning fill in blank, and it cost b. So that's what you need to fill here, right? So here fill in blank I have dash, where value 3 will be printed. So it, I say if I fill it, it should be I have 3 shirts and it cost how much? 10.2, say thousands. So 10.2, that's what I want to be printed. What 3 and 10.2, I don't want to type like this. I want that it should be calculated. If I change the value variable later, it should be taken automatically from z and v, which is the second and the third argument here. Second and third argument, right? So for that I need to type here %d. So d stands for decimal integer, right? So it will tell z is of type integer, and that's why I need to use a %d, and then it costs 10.2. For this I will use %f, which stands for float. So type decimal or float type. So this is the power of, this is a formatted printf. So I am formatting the print. I am writing a statement in between fill in blanks, which values will be filled by z and b. Just read it, right? And then I will save this, Control X. Yes, file name is same. Then compile with xmake, then xmake run. So it say I have 3 shirts and it cost 10.200001000, right? And then HSRI, so always use /n at the end, so you can beautify this, and we can add something more to this. One beautification is here, after this you can call it thousands, and then /n is required here to make it to print in the next. And then here I can say I need not all those decimal places, I only need one decimal place, right? So I can type here .1. So only one decimal place. Let us see what is happening. Save it. Yes. Enter. Xmake. Control R space R. Xmake run. Right, it say I have 3 shirts and it costs 10.2. So 200001 is over. So you can specify how many places after decimal you can go. 0.1 is single decimal place. Let us change it and make it 2, or say 3. So $3. Control X. Yes, enter. xmake control R space or xmake run, so 10.22. So that's what we have did. We just started a main first program. We are first making use of the xmake utility. With xmake utility, control R minus L. With this statement, you are going to create the projects. Xmake create minus LC first. If you are to create now, you are to go in the parent folder of first. You should not create in the first folder. All projects should be at the same level. You are in a first project folder, so you go out of this folder. How you will go out of this folder? Press Ctrl C to cancel the command, then CD double dot. Current folder is dot. If I say CD dot, I will remain at the same place. If I say dot dot, it means parents folder, go to the parent folder. No, I am in SL1. So here I can use control R minus L. So first I can now have here a second or give a relevant name of the project. That's one way to create the project. Then whatever project is created, you have to go to that folder, right? In that you will see that there is tree command which show that this is what. So earlier we were having only the source folder and xmake lua file. Now you can see these are the additional file. It is a build folder is there. In that Linux is operating system we are using. x8664 is a processor architecture. Then release the how we are releasing the software. In that first is a my compiled software. So I say this is the executable file. First is there like there. So these are the things. Now 5 directory, 3 files are there. And then we use the nano editors, and you can in a search source folder, its name is main.c. There we know how to edit the program or learn the basic structure of the C program. Most of the C program starts with a comment which either double slash or slash star and then star slash in between. You can have multiple line command. Then you have hash include a few files depending upon the what functions you are using in your program. This almost every program will have because input output has to be there. So standard input output header file is there. Now you can have identifiers or the variable names. Identifier can be for the function name, can be for a variable name. So here x is a variable name, z is a variable name. These two are declared of type integer and x is initialized with this assignment operator. One is assigned to x. This is not an equal, this is assignment operator. And every statement is terminated with a semicolon. Now this is not a statement, so this is not terminated with a semicolon. Then init, this is a y. Here not initialization, only declaration of the variable. Here we have initialized whatever is declared here. Then another type is float, which can have fractional part. And then we did some arithmetic. These are the integer arithmetic. On integer variables we can have integer arithmetic, and here we have the float type mathematics. So you can do the calculations. You try with the integer and you will be feeling something different which we need to clarify. Then printf, it is a thing which I can write a story text which constant content, and some places like a fill in the blank where you can put values or the strings from the variables of appropriate type. So here this is of decimal, that is of integer, even you can use I here. And then %.3, and that's here. So Aman is asking how we can declare character type data type. As simple as here, like here we have used this. You can use char character, say gender, so you can declare it as male, it is with a single quote. So that's a character. Like now here M is a single character, string is with the double quote. Single character is assigned to character type, gender is a identifier of the type character, M is assigned value to that. And if I need to type here, then rather I will say I would just put a %C, and rather than B here I will put here GENDER, gender. Right, so Control X, save it, yes, enter, compile it. We have used the wrong symbol, and here character, here we use this single quote. So that's what we need to use, single quote. I spoken correctly, typed in correctly. Control X to save it, yes, enter, X make, run. So you see M character is printed there. So that's how you can have the character. And again Anchal Kumari, sir direct program P जाने के लिए नैनो, सर डायरेक्ट प्रोग्राम पे जाने के लिए नैनो SRC I don't know what you are saying. I am print working directory, I am in a first folder which is a project folder, so you have to be in a project folder. If you go somewhere else, then you need to put -P, which most of the students are doing that mistake, right? So here is, now you can check with tree your directory structure, tree, right? So this is a directory structure, tree, right? The build part is after the compilation it will generate. We are focused with the, so from where I am, there is a folder SRC, there is a main. I want to edit the main file. If I just type here nano main.c, you will find this is a new file. Nothing is there, right? Because this file does not exist. I try to open from my current folder where there is no nano, with there no main.c file, so it created a new file for you. That's not I want to use. Control X, just exit, ls, there is no main.c file. So my C file is under SRC, so I need to give the path. So nano SRC tab, so you can press, this is a path, automatically it will come. If it come automatically, it means you cannot commit mistake. So nano space SRC, I say S, press tab key, then press tab key again, so it bring you main.c. So you press enter, it will just, you can directly open folder from anywhere, just you have to keep the proper path. If you are from file is lying in your same folder where you are, then path is not required. So you can without path type the name of the file. So I think this is sufficient for today, and number of students is only 6, and that might be including me as well. So number is quite less. If you are not interested, I am not interested at all to teach you. So it is up to you. If you wish, if there is sufficient, minimum 20 students are there, then I will take the class, next class with not be less than 20 students. And if you have any question on this, kindly ask in the discussion forum, right? And if you don't get answer within 24 hours, then you are to message me on WhatsApp. So that's what I can offer for you, those who attended this special lecture, only for those who attended this special lecture, not for anyone else. How we can see output of our program as a website? So yes, you can open the browser and then you can type there, I will type here, so I will exit this. So you can type in a browser https:// code guru.gendec.ac.in slash, then there is a symbol. You can press just below the escape key on a normal keyboard, shift tilde. So this is a symbol of like a wave known as TIDLE tilde. So then your roll number, like, or your user ID, my name is HS Rai. So you can write your roll number there, something like 21412 like. So that will be your website. So there you see different files which is public underscore HTML, and like this I will see HS Rai, and if there is a SL1s, that folder I created special lecture 1, then there was a first FIRST. So that's way you can see on the website these folders will be there. You click on folder, you will go there. So that's how you can find your things on your website. So that's all for today. Thank you very much. I will stop now. Any question, whatever question you want to ask on the discussion forum of guru.gendc.ac.in, and do practice. Ask as many questions as you like. Thank you very much.